my lovely people. Welcome to my channel. It's Josephine Mbutu. This is my channel. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning to my channel. I really appreciate you so much. Today is day 8. It's my day 8 after stopping breastfeeding, and I'm fine. I'm really fine. I don't really have any complaint. I'm strong. I'm struggling just on how to feed my baby, especially in the night. It's really hectic. My baby doesn't take feeders, so I have just to feed them with a spoon. So it's really challenging, but yeah, we are getting there. My mission is to grow my baby. My mission is to feed them, to satisfy, to make them strong, so that because I know once you did not feed your babies at the early stage after breastfeeding, I see some baby go back again. They became so weak, like babies again. So that's why my fear is. That's why I'm really more to feeding, and yeah, we are placing forward. By the grace of God, everything is okay. I don't really have much to complain. So in today's video, I just really wanted to talk or to speak more on something which I experienced. I remember in 2020, last year, I think 2023 December, I had my uncle who was just like confusing a bit, and we didn't know what was really wrong with him. And so he was transferred to Shakati, where he went for a scan. When the scan came, it's like he had blood on the head. So I'm just talking about this because I saw a video for Sevilla talking about for the Bichanga family, talking about the brother who have blood on the head and something like that. It's very sensitive, guys. This is something sensitive. I think it's really understandable. Like those people, they might be worried because, to be honest, it's very scary. I witnessed this after the scan of my uncle. It was me and my auntie. So we went there. We completed. The doctor completed some form for him to go for the theater. So I remember that day he went for the theater like late in the evening, so we were told to go home. So coming back in the morning, like we have to come and check him like 6 o'clock. And guys, it was me and my auntie. So I remember my auntie saying he's scared. She was scared to go check the brother after the operation in the head. To be honest, it's really hard to understand. Imagining watching someone operated in the head, just the imagination itself, the thought, like, just not easy. So I went there, guys. I was so scared. He was just looking like someone who is dead. But just because I didn't know how medical works, because I didn't know how, like, the condition of someone coming from the theater, like, on that, most of the time, just me from the theater, just me going through this operation. So I never come across someone from the theater, unless we are together, like seeing someone from the theater while I was there. I came first, because you see to witness people coming in your room, or coming like you are in the same room. Maybe you came first, then these people came, so you are also in the pain. It's not really scaring you, since you also went through that. But come to these things of operated in the head, it was new to me. So I remember going there 6 o'clock. It was he was not really looking good, because still he was not yet recovered. Like, he was still under the medication, let me say that way. He was still under the medication, and he was not looking like he was not looking fully okay. So I went back. The people, they were asking me how he is, and I was like, "You, it's not easy." So I came back at one, where we found him like moving, even the eyes and everything. So around it was just now one. So the people, the whole family came to visit. They traveled. Also my mom and my all of my some of my aunties again. They traveled. They came. So we went there 1 o'clock. That's when we found like he's okay. He's improving. It was around one. We and also doctor, they were telling us the conditions and what we avoid and all those things. It was around one. Then when we came back again around 6, because you don't stay there just to come and check them, and imagine these people are not eating. So around 6 again the evening we came there. Yeah, we really found that no, he was really recovering. He can talk, like when you are calling he is talking. And mind you, I'm just scared. I was just so scared, like to be operated on the head, like on the sky. It's just something scary. Okay, it was okay, I just decided to speak about this because at some point we need to heal, or we need people to understand when you find someone in that situation who did not go through that. Sometimes they need, like, they need to know what they are going through. They need to know what they will encounter. It have to be with a different country. It have to be different hospital, but come to the process, I think it have just to be the same. So I remember the next day still I came around 6, I checked him. Then I was told that no, he's going to be moved from because he had been in ICU like all along. So from the ICU he's going to be removed. He's going to be removed from ICU to the block where they are going to stay, where he will be treated because he's recovering. Okay, going there, I think he was given some medication which was not okay for him. So he started making some bad move. So it was the next day going there around 6. It was tough. It was tough, and we were told like not to visit anymore at 6, just at one. But due to his condition, I was just like I have to. And again, I had a fear. It was during the December, and I had a fear since I lost another uncle. And I was like, no, not this time. My other uncle died. That time it was time of COVID where you could not visit. And again, it was during December where my doctors also were busy. Just some they are already in occasions and something like that. So I had this fear like, no, I have to be there. I have to, if there is help or if there is something. So guys, we went there like around 1. We found him like sleeping on the ground in the pool of blood. He fell from the bed. So the medication had been they've been fighting the head, I think. Then he fell on the ground. When he fell on the ground, so they take him again, like we have to sign again, fill some form. They fill some form. They completed some forms. We have to sign again. You have to go for a theater for the second time. This is when I start feeling it. And mind you, this time I was maybe 2 weeks pregnant without me knowing. 1 week or 2 weeks, I didn't even know. So my tummy normally does not really look. I'm this person. Normally my tummy is big. It's not that big, but sometimes for someone you might think that I'm pregnant. Those days, like I'm pregnant. You know, maybe the way that's how I was looking, or maybe there are people who knows how to look like, this person is pregnant. But me, I didn't realize that I was pregnant. So the nurses, they start complaining like, no, why are you here and you are pregnant? Then I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. Because I knew I was not pregnant. Guys, that time I didn't even know that I was pregnant. So they started telling me that no, it's not healthy for me. I'm pregnant. I mean, with a person with that condition. I'm not pregnant. And they were just looking at me like, madam, looking at you, you are pregnant. And you are like, it was just something else. I was angry. And I end up feeling disappointed because, like, I was like, how do these people saying I'm pregnant at this age? I'm I have 2 kids. I know, like, and I'm married for that matter. I'm married whereby I was supposed to be even happy having, like, getting pregnant. My son, he was, that time my son was 3 years. It's not like I have a baby, maybe a small baby. He was big enough to have a second sibling again, a third baby. So I was like, no, I felt embarrassed anyway. So they took him for a theater again. It was around 1 to 2 there. I came back around 6 again to the ICU there to check. I found him, guys. Yo, yo, yo. Again, that time my aunties was even scared to go there. It was just me. I was so strong. I was so strong, but I was scared to lose him. I was scared to lose him. Like, how come? It was just like a dream. Losing my big uncles, like, since there was just only one uncle which was left, and there's a lot of ladies, a lot of aunties, so the only uncles that we have, so they're just going like this. I really had a serious pain, like, I was worried. So it was just that day. The next day they said he was okay, so they have to move him again there to the block. Yo, I came there the next day now from the theater, the second theater. I found my uncle is just fighting for his life. I cried. I told him how much I love him. I've been talking to him. Like, tears are coming, and the people, they could really see that, no, it was not easy for me. So still they start advising me, like, you are pregnant. Why? And I'm like, I'm not pregnant. That day it was too much on me. So he was like that in the morning. Then coming 1 o'clock, he was fine. There were a lot of even my aunties who came also travel again for the second time to check up on him, and he was fine. Okay. Then that day, from the hospital, I just went straight to the pharmacy to buy a pregnant test. I tested myself, and I'm like, that's when I found that I was pregnant with the twins. And I was shocked. I'm pregnant. Now I was ashamed. People are saying you are pregnant and you are saying you're not pregnant. So now you are pregnant. Then I was staying with my auntie. So I told her that I'm pregnant. Auntie, look, I'm pregnant. She was like, so you didn't know that? I said, no, I didn't know. So that's how it is. Then we went back in the evening to the hospital. The condition for uncle, it was worse. Still fighting. You could really see that he was really now fighting for his life. Guys, it was raining that day. I struggled. My cousin, who is a doctor, she also struggled. She came in the hospital. She tried to check medical wise, trying to talk to other doctors. They really tried to give him best medications. Guys, it was worse. The only thing which could come in my mind was just to look for a pastor to pray. I could really tell that my uncle needed a pastor so that they will, I don't know how they call. He need forgiveness, like he need to be forgiven. Like, I wanted a pastor that he can talk to so that he will pray out whatever in his heart, all the message that he did, so that if it's time for him to go, then he will just go clear. Like, I called the pastor, and whoever I was calling, like, no, because it was December, there were a lot of events, funerals again. Maybe around 9, that's when I got a call by one pastor that, no, I'll come. And imagine it was raining. I'm coming 9 o'clock. I have to hike again, going to the hospital in the night. We prayed, and that pastor that I would see her saying is that I need to accept, I need to believe. And I'm like, you saying this? And I asked her to do that, I don't know, like, there's something that you do, confessions, and then from there the person will pray for you, then like your sins are forgiven. So I have this in mind because I know my uncle was married, and he had a second wife, which I know that for God, like, that is not okay, and that was my worry. So I wanted whatever will happen to uncle, for uncle just to be there clean. Like, I really know, I could really see the pain that he's going through, and it was just me doing the best for him on that time. And the pastor said, no, we cannot do such a thing because the person is not talking, guys. It was not easy. I cried. And I was just telling God. I was telling God that, God, I need this uncle. God, we need you at this. God, I prayed. I prayed. Then when we finished to pray, the pastor finished praying, then we left. It was now to 10. So arriving home, I found my auntie there, my husband, and my son. We just break in tears, like we were crying. We didn't have a hope. What I did, I switched off my phone. That night I switched off my phone because I didn't want it to be called, to be told that this man is normal. No. Imagine I'm having a news that I'm pregnant. I'm happy. But the situation at the hospital was not good. So I woke up in the morning, I have been praying. I have been praying without stopping. I have been praying the whole night. The man above is a good God. He's a graceful man. Like, he's a man who is full of life. He's a man who is full of good things. He does wonder. So what I did, I just woke up. I went there. To go there, I found my uncle. My uncle was looking for me. He was calling me. I found the nurses telling me, no, your uncle was calling you. What's your name? Josephina. No, other one again, Bungalow. No, your uncle had been calling you Bungalow. And I'm like, who? Your uncle. When I just came, they smiled. I just started saying, God, thank you. But I had fear in me. I had this fear because I used to hear that most of the time when people are dying, they have these things of, like, they are always look okay in your eyes, but that's the time when they're about to go. So it was just in the morning, 6 o'clock, taking that news home. It was really a good news. Coming home, telling my auntie, and she was surprised. Going there 1 o'clock, it was okay. I had fear. I was scared. What I did, imagine, I think it was just almost to 20, maybe it was 23, 24 there. Then I said, I'm going to the village. Someone must replace me here. My aunties, one must replace me. I don't want to be in the hospital anymore because I was scared. I don't want any bad things to happen. Like, I've been seeing a lot, seeing my uncle. And guys, this is something which really works. Like, I think when people are saying it's not really good when you are pregnant to be with someone who is whatever, it means a lot. Guys, when I gave birth, for that pregnancy now, when I deliver one of the twins, just look exactly like my uncle. First, he was looking like my grandmother, the mother to my mother, the mother to my uncle. Not knowing that my uncle just looked like the mother. This baby is too light, but just exactly like my uncle. So I managed. I left. I said I don't want to be at the hospital anymore. It was just that day we left with mom. I went to the village that day. Then I went to the village that day. Then we went to the village that day. Then the next day he was discharged. I was even shocked. So what I just really want to tell people is that you don't need to fear, when it's not your time to go, or when the person is not their time to die. Guys, they will not die. It does not matter how big their problems looks in your eyes. I'm saying this because of what I saw. I could not believe my uncle going through operation twice in a week in the head to remove that blood. Come on, it was blood. And for the second time for him to be operated is because also when he fell down, still there was blood. So what I want to tell Sylvia and Colin and Sylvia is that this is something which is good because it's something which can be avoided. They don't need to fear anything. God himself is there. He will be in charge. He will be in charge of everything. As long as you just pray for him and he'll be given the right medication, he'll be fine. As I'm speaking, my uncle is okay. He's how many years now? I think it's 2 years now. Yes, it's 2 years now. 2020, December 2023. Now we are in 2025. Approaching December. So God is good, and again, situation does not be described by how they are. The men above have a solution to every problems, to every situation in life, and he knows that he always listens to his people. He always do his part. Like, you have just to do your part, then you let him do his part. Yeah, guys, that's the only thing that I would say. And if you find, for those who are finding themselves in the similar situation, or they happen to find themselves in that, it's not them to fear death. Death does not just come like that. When it's not time for you to depart, you cannot just go like that. You can't. Because for me, like the look of having blood in the head by someone, like I could not believe someone would be opened and removed. I could not believe that. And being alive again. So when I saw it, I realized that no, the men above, if he said it's not yet time, meaning it's just not yet the time. That's the only thing that I would share, guys. That's the only thing that I would say today. And it will be helping those who are in the same situation like this. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Everything is possible as long as you take your person where there is medication and you pray. That's the only thing. And don't give pressure. Don't give wrong things. Things will just be fine. That's the only thing that I have for today. I love you. I appreciate you. And for those who are not yet subscribing, guys, please subscribe to my channel so that anytime whenever we are uploading a video, you got a notification. Thank you. We love you. Bye.